Our next guest is a 12-year-old writer. Her name is Ijeoma Benita Nwaogu. She is a JSS2 student of Dominican College in Lagos. She published her first book titled The Lost Girl when she was a 9-year-old primary 3 student. Ijeoma has about 6 more manuscripts awaiting publication. She joins us to discuss her new book and writing. Ijeoma, thank you for joining us again on Channels Book Club.
Welcome.
The last time you were here, you were like 5 years old.
No, I was 9.
Oh, you were 9?
Yes.
Yeah, you were 9. Okay, but it was about your first book, The Lost Girl.
Yes, it was.
And you wrote that when you were 5.
Yes.
Okay, I think that's where I mixed things up. So you were 5 when you wrote The Lost Girl. And then this is your new book, Adventures of Emily.
Yes.
And then how old are you now?
I'm 12.
You're 12 now.
Yes.
So who writes a book at age 5 and then writes another one at age 12?
Well, Adventures of Emily, I wrote it during when I was almost done with my primary school. And I also wrote...
That was about age what?
About age 10, 11.
11, okay.
Yes.
So you're just releasing it now, but you had written it before?
Yes. And I also wrote some other stories during that period. And The Lost Girl, that was at age 5. I had written some other stories too during that period.
Okay. So I'm guessing you have some other ones you've not yet published?
Yes.
How many?
Like 6.
6?
Yes.
So 6 unpublished books, 2 published books,
Yes.
age 12.
Yes.
Do you do other things?
Yes, I do debate for my school, both inter-school and intra-school. I also do some activities which are in the school, like during the sports day, I engage in some sports.
So you like sports?
Yes, I like sports, especially the jumping sports. The
Okay.
sports like the high jump and the long jump. And I also participate in board games like chess and also
Oh, you play chess?
Yes.
Oh, I play chess too. We should have a game sometime. Okay, so good to know you have fun outside of this. So you must have a lot of discipline, with your time.
Yes.
For you to be able to do all those things and yet write. Okay, let's see. Adventures of Emily. One of the first things I observed in your book is that your illustrations, are different from your first book. You seemed to use African characters in your first book, right?
Yes.
But in this, you are using, I'm not sure, European, Asian characters. The names are European. I see names like Lily, Emily, Rosanna, and so on. Why? Why did you do that?
Well, it's just my imagination. That's what I wanted to be. And my stories are mixed. Like, The Lost Girl is African and this is foreign. Okay. It's not actually European, but it's foreign.
It's foreign.
Yes.
So you just wanted a mix.
Yes.
Yeah, that shows that it shows some diversity in your writing, yes, in your creativity. That's very good. So how did you do the illustrations? Did you do the illustrations yourself?
No, I didn't do. But I have my illustrations I wanted to use, but it was going to be too late to start scanning to the computer. So I just had to use the help of an artist. To
do that. So what was it like writing this? How long did it take you to write this?
It took me a year to write it.
A year?
Yes.
Wow. Wow. So what was it like? Tell me about your writing. How do you write?
I write anytime I'm free and anytime a new idea comes to my mind. Like, I never thought Adventures of Emily were going to finish because each day I have new adventures, but I just had to conclude it to make up the story.
Well, were your stories coming from your own experiences or from experiences of people around you?
Some are from my experiences, some are my imaginations.
Okay, so, wow, interesting. So what is Adventures of Emily? What's it about?
It's about a girl, Emily. She's a royal, but she doesn't like to depend on the royalty of her parents. She wants to be like other children, play with them and behave like them. And her parents don't allow her to go beyond the boundaries of her school and the castle. So any little opportunity she has, she uses it wisely and explores wherever she is.
Very interesting. A royal that wants to be like every other person.
Yes.
Simple, no attachments and strings of royalty. Is that correct?
Yes.
Sounds very interesting. So is each chapter a story or an adventure that tells the whole story?
Yes, each chapter
Is it a collection of short stories?
It's one story with a collection of different adventures.
Okay.
Like each chapter has its own adventure, but it's linked to the main story.
Okay, the main story. Interesting. So let me dig a bit into your mind. Many people have told me that to be able to write very well, or to write a lot, you have to be a reader. You must read a lot. Is that correct? Is that your experience?
Yes, because reading goes along with writing. If you want to know how to write, you must also learn how to read. And if you don't want to know how to read, you must know how to write, because the two are linked and they go together.
So you do a lot of reading?
Yes.
Like how much reading?
Like during the class, we do readings some English periods. We do readings from literature, readings, and some poems too.
Okay. But how about outside of class?
Outside of class,
personally, do you do a lot of reading?
Yes, I do a lot of reading. That's for storybooks, then some academic reading.
Okay.
After classes.
What are your favorite types of books?
Oh, I like the books which have a lot of adventures.
That's why you've written adventure books.
Yes, I like books with adventures and moral lessons and some superstitions.
Superstitions. Have you read Harry Potter?
I've watched Harry Potter. I haven't read
Harry Potter. No. Okay, because you said superstition and all that. Okay, but now I'm curious. I was with a group of children not too long ago, and I was asking them, if you can tell me, I said, if you can tell me 3 African authors, I have a special gift for you. And none of them could give me 3 African authors they read. So I was a bit worried about that. Children nowadays, do they read African literature? Now you read a lot. You've told me you read a lot. Do you read African books? Do you read books written by Nigerians?
Yes. Like the books recommended for my schools, they are all Nigerian storybooks. Okay. And I do read them over and over again.
Okay.
And I've also met some like African authors too, had encounters with them, and I also had their books and I read them too.
Okay. So who inspires you as a writer?
Like my friends, they inspired me. The way they behaved to things, the way they react, and also the things they do.
Okay. Yeah. You don't have a writer you are trying to model your writing after. Do you have a writer you really like and tends to influence your writing?
Well, I don't really have a particular writer I want to be like, but I know many writers that I want to be like. There's no one particular one. I usually grab both inspirations from this and that and join them together.
Like which ones?
Like I've heard of Chinua Achebe. I've heard of his documentation, but he's late now, and his daughter Chimamanda too. She's also an author, and some other authors.
Oh, fantastic! Very lovely. Okay, so who have you written Adventures of Emily for?
Well, I didn't actually write it for anybody, but it's dedicated to my friends because the story is about them. Okay. They were my inspirations for the book.
Okay. But it's a children's book, right?
Yes.
So you're hoping other children around the country and beyond can read this.
Yes.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, Ijeoma. Thank you. Congrats. I want to read those other 6 manuscripts that you've written.
Yes, they have to be published first.
They have to be published first. You can't give them to me to read before you publish them.
They have to be published.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Looking forward to the other books. Yeah. Thanks for coming on Channels Book Club.
Thank you.
Very bright girl, isn't she? Well, I hope you have enjoyed the show today. Next week, we'll be introducing to you the Channels Book Club Top 20 Nigerian Books for 2016. You don't want to miss that. As always, we'll be happy to get your feedback through any of our social media platforms displayed on your screen. I am Olakunle Kasumo. Remember, one great book can change your life. Bye-bye.